It seems to me that my voice was a bit too low in regards to the game audio. I've adjusted it a bit, but let's continue to the jail.
Who are you? What do you want? I told that damn Jonah I ain't got nothing to do with anything. Can't you all leave me be? Or at least give me a damn drink.
My name is Jonathan Pry. I want to talk to you about the strange events that have befallen your town.
I ain't got nothing to say unless I have something to drink. I left my bottle of whiskey in that old barn. Bring it to me and I might be willing to talk to you.
I'm not sure Jonah would like it if I gave you liquor.
Well, you ain't getting an ounce of information out of me until I have my whiskey.
I'm saying these fun little coats. See how it moves? Would you like one? And another glaring anachronism. I like your beard. And there's a pack of cigarettes, which also did not exist at this point in time. Really? An Iron Maiden? In a small New England town? I don't think that's historically accurate. Okay, and you there, witch. Well, fine. You're Mr. Sensitive all of a sudden. Well, we have our task, which the journal says, yeah. Let's bring whiskey to the prisoner. That's a responsible and completely legal thing to do. And the barn is actually a very barn-looking place. Right here. Some strange-looking pieces around. Oh, hi. Oh, the enemy you're aiming at close. Red, that's helpful. And it dropped bullets. Yeah. This game doesn't even pretend to give you any believable explanation for where you get your resupplies. All sorts of inhuman monstrosities.
I should give this to Hiram.
Drop bullets and such. There you go. Okay, let's see what we get out of him now. Or how about I just drink this whiskey in front of him? No, not that. I can't use it myself.
Oh, did you find it?
Is this what you're looking for?
There it is. Oh, come here, my precious. I have missed you.
Oh, but now you're done into Gollum.
Thank you, Mr. Pry. Now tell me, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Elly Kedward.
The Blair Witch. I told that damn Jonah not to do anything so foolish as to send her into the woods. She will be the death of us all, Mr. Pry. I'm sure of it. She has dark knowledge that can send us all into Satan's arms. She's come back to drag us to the bowels of hell. Look at me. I hid for days from these evil deeds. In Smith's barn. I only came out when I was hungry. Potter says I stole a chicken from him, so they throw me in here. Defenseless. It's only a matter of time before the devil finds me here. Shh! We must speak quietly. One of the devil's disciples shares this very jail with me.
But Hiram, I can hear you just fine. You can't hide from me, friend.
Please, Mr. Pry, I beg of you. If you have power over the evil that plagues this town, start here with the wickedness that lurks in this jail.
Why have they imprisoned you, good lady?
They accuse me of heresy. I'm guilty of nothing other than being in Elly Kedward's house.
The magistrate said you were behaving strangely.
Strangely? Yes. Would not anyone behave strangely after seeing the terrors I beheld? When I entered the house, I was greeted with the stench of death. Slaughtered animals, entrails asunder, it was all too much. I was paralyzed with fear. When Jonah found me, I was still out of my senses. That could not have been my work. I could never have done that to those animals.
But why? Why were you in Elly's house in the first place?
She calls me.
Elly? She calls you?
Yes, she calls for help. Elly is not evil. She is only misunderstood, as am I. She did not harm any of those children. Elly was the one that taught me the ways of the craft before they banished her. I've not seen her since that wretched day.
So, you admit to being a witch?
Yes, but no one knew. I kept it a private matter, lest I end up dead like Elly. I'm not an evil woman. Does the mere practice of witchcraft make me so?
I hear stories of walking dead, of children disappearing, of all sorts of strange things. Surely nothing good or pure could bring about such horror. These events are somehow related to each other, and I am here to find out why.
But I've done nothing wrong. They call me a heretic, simply for violating their principles of Christianity.
I am going to Coffin Rock today to investigate these events. Then we shall see what form of evil is at work in this town.
Well, doesn't that sort of fulfill the definition of heresy? Not following the principles of Christianity the mainstream follows. And so I noticed that it looks like they actually did do some proper Latin, or at least very close to it, on that stuff on the floor. Well, I can't really see much from this angle. Indominus something. Well, but you admitted to being a witch, therefore you shall die. Come on. Maybe that hit the boss. Hey. She's a witch. She has made herself impervious to bullets. This is dreadful. Did we get any new... I might as well show these off in case you want to read them. Investigate Coffin Rock. I guess we shall do that then.
Relating.
Hi ho, Silver. Well, He is rather silvery with his hair. How old is Fry anyway? Some people get grey earlier, but I don't know, around 50 perhaps? In this game, for some reason, the exit to the forest is to the north instead of west. And hey, why can't I? Okay, now I can open the map by pressing its own key. Hello? Are you alright? Well, Jonathan doesn't do anything at least. So, Game? I think we need to have a word about what subtlety means and why it is important for horror. Just throwing bloody corpses in front of you is not all that effective. Oh well. Let's see. And it would be nice if I could get that added as part of the journal, so I wouldn't need to look it up separately. But we go north here and then hang left, and it looks like the tree is bleeding. Okay, I admit that is a nice effect. Also, props for the bloody footprint mechanic. Right there, I got only one foot into blood, and the game responded accordingly. Oh. Hello. And it's gone. You saw that shadow which was cast by nothing, right? More bleeding trees, I think. Now that would be much spookier if you didn't have all the corpses lying around, I dare say. And over here. And now something. Where is all this light coming from anyway? It looks to be night time, so I guess we have a full moon. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I guess this is the rock, and we have...
What evil is this? God help us all if that old woman has freed herself to inflict such horror.
I suppose you...
The child must not be freed. Leave now or risk your own soul.
Dear God, who speaks to me?
I would much prefer if they didn't give a high-mix terror voice. And hey! Zombies! Did you think those giant stickmen were a nice and original and fitting monster? Well, not to that. Let's have zombies instead. So with that said, I don't like this effect of them running in slow motion. It gives a somewhat unsettling otherworldly feel to them. And that glowy thing would be a health refill. Yep. Just drop this stuff randomly. Oh, hello. Now you can shoot limbs and the zombies, well, at least arms, not sure about legs, and I think you can get a headshot, but with this auto-aim system, it's rather touch and go. Okay, I guess that's one
I will get you back to town, child.
I guess that's one of the missing children. How was she restrained anyway? Was she tied down? To what? Was she nailed to the rod?
Do you know her?
Isabel Abel, one of the missing children. Where did you find her?
Coffin Rock.
Such strange and horrible markings. Who could do such violence to a child?
She was splayed across the rock. It looked like a ritual sacrifice. What say you, priest?
I say it's the work of a witch. Most certainly the Kedward woman. But how could she have escaped the ropes, Jonah?
She couldn't have. She was bound tightly. And even if she had escaped, she would have surely succumbed to the elements. Could it be that another witch, or even a coven of them, seeks to finish her work?
Impossible. This is Kedward's handiwork. We must confront the Styler woman and find out exactly what she knows. If she refuses to talk, we will find ways to make her talk.
That won't be necessary, Father. Let me talk to her again. She trusts me.
Do not allow yourself to be manipulated by her evil, Pry. The devil himself works his deceit through these witches.
I need to do some work back at the courthouse. Mr. Pry, I'm afraid your sidearm won't do it all. Take my rifle.
Excellent.
Thank you, good sir.
I must ask you a great favor, Jonathan. A favor that may well save us all. In this very town is the grave of a great priest. A man who knew much about the forces of darkness. He took to his grave a powerful Christian relic. A cross that grants immense power to he who wears it. If it were to fall into the wrong hands, it would mean disaster for us all.
Where is the body buried?
In the cemetery. Take this scroll with you. Hold it up to the gate and read aloud the words written here, and you will gain access. Tread cautiously, my son. The woods are in the clutches of great evil. But if you can find the relic and bring it back to me, I'll teach you how to wield its great power.
So, do you have anything creepy to say, little girl? No?
If you find the relic, bring it back to me, and I'll teach you how to wield its great power.
Well, we got one charm of the children found. Now, it would be handy if someone told how many children exactly have gone missing. Also, I think it was a mistake to give Hekaitmix a voice and have it talk directly to you. I mean, no, having this eldritch, indescribable, unknowable thing, now more like a force of nature than a person or a creature. I think that's more spooky than something that just talks to you. I mean, you give it a voice, you're personifying it, humanizing it, which makes it more understandable. Let's see about the cemetery here.
Etiam debeo pervenire.
I think that's also proper Latin. Pervenire. I'd have to look up what exactly that means. Anyway, yes, I see some kind of stick on the ground, or maybe that's a shovel. Yeah. This local small cemetery is locked up by magic. I don't much care for how mundane this game makes the supernatural.
What demons are these?
Ooh. Neat. Let's give this thing a go. Oh. It fires slow and it takes 5 shots at a time. And there's the priest himself. Oh, I'm on fire! And not in a good way. Wait, what? Now that health bar made it look like he would be more of a challenge.
This must be what the priest was talking about. I'd better return it to Hale.
Could I first pick up these things? Oh, well, maybe. Ah, good. And, oh, hey. Can I? No. Can't really take it with me. And, let's go meet the priest about this. So yeah, that great priest you talked about, he's an undead abomination.
You found it, my son. But where? Was it still in the priest's grave?
I took it from the clutches of the undead. The cemetery is full of resurrected corpses. No doubt the Blair Witch has worked her demonic spells to raise the dead.
Then my dreams were true. Thank you, Mr. Pry.
Yeah.
Had this sacred relic passed into the hands of the devil's minions, all would have been lost. Let me teach you how to invoke God's power with this cross. You may well need it. May God be with you, my son. I will pray for your safe return.
Yeah. So now we have the first magical weapon.
May God be with you, my son. I will pray for your safe return. May God be with you, my son. I will pray for your safe return.
What's that cross under the desk? Yeah. Yes. This. Makes things catch fire. And it costs mana to use. Jeez. That's what the 95 is. I believe all the magical weapons share the same ammunition. So yeah. Now we'll start throwing magic left and right. Horror, everyone!